What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man. Jay Willie Silly, man. A.K.A. Mr. Take It Easy. Put your hand out easy. But, hey, man, make sure y'all follow my Instagram and my Twitch in the description down below. Like I said, I will be going live on Twitch at about 9 o'clock Eastern time. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. You know what I mean? Follow all my social media links in the description as well. But, did I tell y'all to stay out that water? I'm going to say it again. Did I tell you to stay out that water? You know what I'm saying? Father is eaten alive in shallow water by shark in front of his family. Told you to stay out that water. You shouldn't go swimming nowhere but swimming pools. And I ain't gonna lie, the most relaxing place to go on the earth is the beach. That's the most relaxing place to go on earth. Just sit on the sand and just listen to the waves. Look at the ocean. It's relaxing. You know what I mean? Have a little cigar. You know what I'm saying? And just looking at God's creation. You feel me? But going in that water, that ain't relaxing at all. Cause one thing when you in that water, when you going to the beach, Panama City, wherever you go to the beach, wherever you go, you always got to be aware. That's one thing about me. When I used to always be swimming in the beach, swimming at the beach, bro, I never was able to swim comfortable. Like, you know, when I'm in a swimming pool, hip, hip, hooray! You know, when I'm in a swimming pool, you feel me? I ain't got to worry about a dang thing but other than pee. You feel me? Because, you know, people be peeing in the pool, but that's all I got to worry about in the pool is pee. Swallowing, you know what I'm saying, the water, niggas peeing in the pool. You feel me? But I ain't got to worry about no sharks and no, you know, some freaking, what's them fish that I seen, man? I told you, I reacted to the top 10 most dangerous creatures in the ocean, man. I seen some things I ain't know exist. I'm like, bro, that exists? You know what I mean? I seen some tiger fish. I'm talking about I seen some crazy. I'm like, but you crazy think I'm finna go in now. But them boy had some crazy stuff in that ocean I never even knew existed. I'm like, all I knew was sharks, great whites, dolphins. That's all I knew. But they started talking about tiger sharks. You know what I'm saying? Gorilla crabs. Man, I'm talking about, they're talking about all types. I'm like, but what the heck, huh? That made my fear of the ocean grow 10 times more seeing that video. You know what I mean? But when I used to always go on the beach, bro, I never could swim comfortable. I used to always go in the water. I told you, I swim like a fish. But every time I used to go in the water, man, I used to think a shark just going, ah! You feel me? I never be able, that's what kind of what took the fun out of it, bro. I just never was able to swim comfortable in the ocean. You know what I mean? And that really just started, though. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when I used to go to the beach, I used to be able to swim comfortable. You feel me? Cause I told y'all I made up something in my mind that they got us blocked off. You feel me? With the sharks, so they can't get to me. You know what I mean? This side is for the humans, and the other side is for them. But I started growing up, and I started reading about these shark attacks, and I started seeing like reality of it. Like there's no gate protecting us from them. Then that's when my fear of the ocean just grew tremendously, bro. And I just haven't been comfortable ever since.
In 2002, two children headed
see how you going to the beach? Look at them
with their father.
See what I'm saying?
The three of them entered the sea in what has since become known as one of the most shark-infested beaches in the world. The two children watch in horror as their father is dragged underwater by a shark just feet from where they are swimming.
Everybody looking so terrified.
And subscribe.
Everybody like,
This is the terrifying shark attack on Luis Soares de Arruda. Welcome to Final Affliction.
They're evil.
Beach in Brazil's northeastern city of Greater Recife.
And it's so beautiful too. It's beautiful.
Since 1992, there have been 62 shark attacks, of which 25 have been fatal. But the draw of the ocean is ever present with the white sandy beaches and calm blue waters. Lifeguards patrol the seas, scanning the water for any signs of distress. But even they cannot prevent a shark attack. On October 14th, 2002, 36-year-old Luis Soares de Arruda headed to the beach with his 14-year-old son and 10-year-old daughter. Little did he know that it would be the last time the three of them took a dip together. There were others in the sea, but it was Luis who was about to be the target of an apex predator. A tiger shark was swimming parallel to the beach. Its dark shadow just below the surface went unnoticed. It glided along, seeking out prey. It could sense the vibrations from the beachgoers. It was curious and swam in for a closer look. The splashes and shouts from those...
What I say, I told you, hey, that nigga smell that human meat. Oh my God, I smell some meat. I don't smell this meat often. Let me go up here and see what's up here. That's why he's just going up investigating that new meat he smell. Cause he don't smell that meat on the regular. He smells some new meat. Some good meat.
Playing in the
He won't. He fiending for it.
Mistaken for an animal in distress, something that the shark may consider as food. Luis and his children swam to about 20 meters or 60 feet from the shore. They were enjoying the cool water. The air temperature was dropping as afternoon was drawing to a close, but the sun was still high in the sky. The shark had spotted the three of them. It now changed course and made a beeline for the young family. Luis was unaware of what swam below him, but there had already been 5 shark attacks in that area alone that year.
Dang,
signs had been erected along the beaches to warn people of the dangers.
Look at him, shark-sided, they niggas still going in there. I was saying one thing I'm about to say about humans, but humans probably be the most, God give us the most brain, but yet humans is the most dumbest. The most dumbest. Gave us the most brain, made us more intelligent than any other species, but we're the most dumbest. It's like, bro, when it comes to other species, bro, bro, I'm telling you, bro, these other species be way smarter than humans. Humans dumb. Humans some jackasses, bro. Humans have, bro, it's a lot of humans out here that got mental health issues, bro. We need to actually start bro, y'all be trying to normalize mental health, bro. We need to start like normalizing like just looking at a lot of these people, they got mental health issues, bro. Like a lot of things that ain't normal, bro. Humans try to make normal, God. Keep it real with you. They just jacked up in the head. Humans just really jacked up in the head, God. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I always, and I can't blame God for regretting to make humans. I told you, God regretted making humans. He regretted it, and I can't blame him. Humans so dumb. Look at y'all. Shark-sided. Warning. Shark-sided. They look at the sign and they still go in the water. Okay. Like it gives you one. They still look. She just got out of the. She just got out of the ocean. Look at them.
And yet they
still look. Look, they still going there. Even with the warning sign, they still going there. Jackasses, man.
The beach.
Crazy. You think I'm finna go in there? You think I'm finna go in there when they just say warning, shark sight?
People of the dangers, and yet they still swam in the sea. Being so close to shore gave a false sense of security to so many. People often assume that wading in waist-high water means that they are less likely to be attacked, but sharks can drive themselves onto the sand in pursuit of prey. Yep. They frequent the shallows, as that is sometimes where shoals of fish swim. Luis was now swimming in chest-high water. He could still stand on the bottom and paused his swimming every now and then to talk and laugh with his kids. However, with a tiger shark prowling the coastal waters that day in October, nobody in the water was safe. After swimming for 10 minutes or so, the shark advanced towards Luis. He was in front of his 2 children, and suddenly there was a sharp tug on one of his legs. He let out a cry of alarm, and his 2 children froze. In front of them, they saw a large, dark gray dorsal fin. It was just a couple of feet away from their father, and when he started struggling in the water, the children realized that the shark had got him. It tugged him under the surface momentarily, but Luis fought back. He kicked with all his might, trying to shake the animal off him. He came back up briefly and desperately waved his arms above his head. Those on the beach stood still, shocked by what they were seeing. Luis's 2 children screamed as the water around their father turned red. They couldn't do anything. They couldn't help. For a few terrifying moments, they were frozen in fear, unable to move. They could see the fear in their father's eyes. There was a splash and a swirl in the water. A large gray hump emerged out of the water. It was the shark's back. The sun glistened off the skin before it dived back down, dragging Luis with it.
He done. He gone.
His children made a mad dash for the shore.
I know for me, that's what I say for me. I don't care if you're mommy. I don't care if you're daddy. Mama, no! I'ma fight back! But fight! I ain't finna come in there and save you. Think I'm finna come in there and save you? Man, it's a shark. This is a base. This ain't no human. This is a base amongst base. You know what I'm saying? Told you not getting that water. You feel me? But I ain't gotta worry about my mom and my dad. My mom and dad never get in the water though. So I ain't gotta worry about them. You know what I mean? Brother, sister, whoever. I would have been like, bro, what's going on? God help me. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying to God. I'm something, but I ain't finna come in there and save you though. You think two dead better than one? Like, come on, man. You gonna niggas gotta go someday. This is just your day to go. Just your day to go. That's all it is. Two is way worse than one. You know what I'm saying? With one, we cry, we mourn. But with two, oh my God, two? Come on, man. You just gotta go by yourself. You gotta go. You call me selfish, you call me whatever. At least I'm keeping it real. I ain't finna save. If like I said, it's different as a human being. Human being, yeah, we own one. But this is a beast. You know what I'm saying? This is a monster. It's a beast among beasts. If you ain't finna go in there and help nobody with no shark attack. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably got his brothers and his sisters coming right behind him. Nigga, please.
They dare not look back behind them for fear of what they might see. Was the shark coming for them now too? It had disappeared from sight. The terrifying thought that it might pop up next to them, or that they would feel a sharp tug on their leg, came into their heads, but mercifully, they made it to the beach. When they turned around to look for their father, there was no sign of him. It was as if nothing had happened. It had all been so quick. One moment, Luis was swimming with his children. The next, he was pulled under by an enormous shark. Although time seemed to stand still during the whole attack, and the memory of seeing their desperate father will play out in the minds of his children over and over again, the attack only lasted about 5 seconds. It was determined to be a predatory attack. The shark hadn't attacked out of a case of mistaken identity. This time, the shark had seen potential prey and made a deliberate attempt to take it down. As the minutes ticked by, the hope that Luis had somehow survived the ordeal faded. Emergency crews were scrambled to the location. They took to the water, scouring the sea for any sign of the father. As the maritime group of the Pernambuco Fire Department motored their boat along
that nigga probably all the way over there, probably all the way in the middle. Bro, what y'all gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Nigga, you don't run the ocean, nigga. This ain't no land. This ain't land, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, land, okay, humans can run that, but bro, this is ocean, bro. Bro probably all the way in deep down the water. Bro probably, I don't know how deep. Nigga, what you gonna do? Come on, man. That nigga ain't came up yet. That nigga gone.
Thick blood stain in the water that stretched for 5 meters. It was clear that Luis had likely bled to death by now, or he had drowned. When evening drew in, all hope was lost for Luis.
He done. He gone. Evening, that nigga still ain't came up.
The search continued, but now the fire department were looking for any remains of the victim. Near where the attack occurred, a chunk of body was found washed up on the beach. It was thought to be part of Luis's hip. It was a grotesque finding and hugely traumatic for his family. Only a month before, a 19-year-old student was attacked on the same beach. He was lucky enough to survive the ordeal, but his leg was amputated as a result. Following the dangerous and deadly attacks that seemed to plague that particular stretch of Brazil's coastline, the City Council of Recife proposed closing a 2-kilometer stretch of the beach. This was considered unnecessary by shark and marine experts. Netting off a large section of the water would likely move the problem on elsewhere. Instead, counselors suggested that a greater effort was made to educate people about sharks and the dangers of swimming in the area. It considered marking the particularly dangerous areas off with buoys so that people were aware exactly where the shark attack hotspot was, and they also deemed it necessary to purchase a boat armed with a harpoon that would patrol the waters and slay any sharks that came too close to shore. Luis's death was a terrible tragedy, but there have continued to be shark attacks along the 12.5-mile coastline of Greater Recife. More recently, in 2021, a man was mauled by a shark when he went to urinate in the sea. 51-year-old...
Oh, yeah, I heard about him. Yeah. I did a story on him. That was bad. Yeah, that was bad, gang. The shark did him real bad. That was the real story. I did it on my old channel. That was bad. That was terrible.
Had been drinking with friends when he waded into the surf with a friend. The water came up to just below their waists as they relieved themselves. Moments later, a shark leapt from the water, severing Marcelo's hand and taking a bite out of his leg. He was pulled to the beach by his friend, but died at the scene. In 2023, terror reigned once more. On March 5th, a 14-year-old girl was attacked and lost her leg. Remarkably, the very next day, on March 6th, another teenage girl, Kaylane Timoteo Freitas, was dragged from the water by lifeguards after being attacked by a shark. The shark severed her left arm. She was airlifted to hospital and survived the terrifying ordeal. Even as she was carried away in a stretcher, people remained in the sea.
Even as she remained in the stretcher, even after you just seen that, now you got humans still in there. Golly, I know God be looking at humans, man. He's so dumb. What kind of creation have I made? You know what I mean? This is the dumbest creation I've made. I made these people to be the top of the species charts, yet they are they are below. I gave them the most brains, yet they are the dumbest. What have I done? I know God just be up there just talking to himself all the time, man. I feel you, Big G. I feel you, Big G. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real with you. But I don't know how God put up with us. I'm going to keep it real. Let me stop saying us. I hate saying that. Y'all. You feel me? Let me go and separate me from y'all, cuz. You feel me? Cuz I ain't like y'all. I'm actually smart. My brain actually good around here. You feel me? So I don't. That's one thing I hate. I hate when people try to put all humans in one box. You feel me? So I ain't gonna do that. It's some of y'all that got common sense, but I feel like there's more people that don't got. By the time I met more dumb than I did smart on God. You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of jackasses more than I met smart. You feel me? Just keeping it real. That's what I say. But most of these people in the world, they jackass. You feel me? At least from what I've encountered. You know what I mean? So, God, I feel you. I feel you, God.
Lifeguards.
I know like I said, I told y'all he regretted making humans. I keep saying that. That's y'all already going to tell y'all. He regretted making humans. His heart was just full of regret.
Of wading into the water to remove people. It is little
still
wonder
swimming
why
in the sea. After you see this woman that got her arm bitten off by a shark, you still swimming in there.
Brazil's coastline has earned it a top spot in the top 10 for most shark-infested beaches. Locals believe that the construction of the relatively new Soape port is to blame. During construction, water flow from 3 rivers into the sea was diverted. This blocked the typical routes taken by sharks, and now, to make the same journeys as before, the sharks need to swim closer to shore. With so many people enjoying the water, human-shark encounters at Piedade Beach are now considered common, with many more expected to meet their terrifying final affliction.
Hey, man, like I said, man, I advise y'all, like I said, bro, stay out the water. If you swim into anything, it should be a swimming pool, you know what I mean? But like I said, you're your own person. You want to go out there and swim in the water, go swim in the water, bro. I don't know you, so if you die, nigga, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, bro, I do these videos for a learning purpose as well. You feel me? So like I said, just stay out the water. But I know if I tell a whole lot of people stay out the water, nigga, you still gonna do it anyway. You can see as many of these videos you want to. Nigga, you still gonna do what you want to do. So nigga, you want to go die? You want to get your leg ripped? Get your leg ripped off, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Either you listen or you don't, nigga. That's on you, nigga.